Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my library. So today I'm here to bring you my O.W.L.s Read-A-Thon TBR. I've never done this readathon before and I've just been like slowly trying to figure out what I want to do and how things work and things like that. And let me just tell you that it is very overwhelming coming into it, not knowing anything about it and like deciding that this is what I'm going to do for the month of April. I am very overwhelmed and very nervous, but I also think this is going to be really good. I love the idea of this readathon and how it's Harry Potter themed and Hogwarts themed, and I think it's just such a great idea for this community to be a part of, and it's so big now, and rightly so. So I'm very excited to get into it. I don't really know how this is going to go because when I make TBRs, they don't seem to work very well. So that being said, I'm just going to get into it. All of the information that you will need for this video, all of the announcements and things like that will be in the description below if you're interested in being a part of it. Feel free to let me know in the comments if you're going to be joining in, because I'm very interested to see what other people are going to be reading for the prompts. So I'm just going to get into it and talk about my TBR. So the career I have chosen is Mage of Visual Arts. I'm very much a visual arts person, so visual arts is something that's very close to my heart. When I was in high school, I did a lot of drama, and I did an outside workshop for 5 years in drama and acting and things like that. So it is definitely something that I'm very much interested in. So I'm really excited that this is actually one of the careers. So there are 4 prompts that I need to read to complete my O.W.L.s. And those are Astronomy, Charms, Divination, and History of Magic. So the first one is Astronomy, and the prompt is read majority of this book when it is dark outside. So for that one, I have gone with The Beholder by Anna Bright. I have received this book in a subscription box and I'm still yet to read it. I don't really know much about it. All I know is that the main protagonist needs to be engaged to be able to take over the land and become queen. And something happens in the engagement and everything kind of falls apart, and she's basically sent away and told not to come back until she finds an appropriate man to marry. So I feel like it's going to be pirates. There's a boat on the cover, so I'm very much interested in reading this one. So I'm going to read this one for this prompt. I do also want to say that in regards to the books that I'm reading, I'm also trying to read books that go with my yearly goals, because I realized that I'm about to film my quarterly wrap-up and I am not there yet. I'm not where I wanted to be, so I'm definitely trying to read as much as I can to be on track. So with that being said, the next prompt is for Charms, and it is a book with a white cover. So for this one, I'm going with A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. I have read the first one. I read it earlier this month, and while I read it on audiobook, I didn't enjoy it as much. So I'm going to be trying to read this one as a physical book, which is going to be very interesting because I don't read a lot of books physically, and that's something that's going to have to change because 2 of the 4 books that I'm reading are going to be physical books this month. So I know I can do it. I just have to actually crack down and actually do it. So I'm going to be reading this one. The third prompt is Divination, and this one's a bit different. So it says assign numbers to your TBR and use a generator to pick when you read it. So for this one, I'm going to pick Spell Hacker because obviously you can't double up on the books that you've read, so I still need to read a book. I'm going to read Spell Hacker by M.K. England. I did read Disasters by her last year and I absolutely loved it, so I feel like this is a book that I'm going to love as much as that one, so it's something that I will very much devour very quickly, which will help me. So this one is going to be book number 3. So in numbers are going to be in order that I talk to you about them. So this one's number 3, number 2, number 1, and then number 4 is the prompt History of Magic, and this is a book featuring witches and wizards. So for this one, I am picking Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. I believe they have powers. I'm not too sure. This could be like this could change very much because I'm currently reading Throne of Glass for the first time, and they have hinted that there used to be magic in the world and there's like not any magic anymore. All the people that used to have magic have moved away from the king that has taken over the country at the time. So I'm feeling like there is going to be magic in it, and then this one will have people with magic, so witches and wizards, I'm hoping. So if not, then I will have to change this book, but at the moment this is what I'm going to do. So I am actually hosting a buddy read on Instagram for Throne of Glass. If you're interested, just message me and you can join the chat, because we'll probably do the whole series. I'm not too sure how that's going to go at the moment, but I do want to read this series before the end of the year, so I'm making an effort to do that. So this one is book number 4. Those are the 4 prompts that I need to finish to complete my owls. I am extremely nervous and overwhelmed, but only because 2 of the books are going to be physical reads for me and 2 of them are going to be audiobooks. So usually I smash out a lot of audiobooks because I do work a lot and life gets in the way, I guess. I don't prioritize physically reading as much as I probably should, but yeah, and then Easter's coming up and that's always a busy time of year for me at work, so from here on out I will be working 6 days a week until Easter, so I'm not going to have much downtime in between. So I'm really hoping that I can get some of these done. I know we get a long weekend over Easter, so I'm hoping that with all of the social distancing and things that are going on right now, there won't be Easter lunches and things like that for me to need to attend to. So maybe this year Easter will just be like a quiet stay at home read-a-thon weekend for me. I don't know. I might vlog if I'm going to stay home and see how that goes. Anyway, completely different story. I'm getting off track. So those are the books I have to read. Feel free to like and subscribe this video if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!